Hey friends and family, I just got back from 5 days in Vietnam and I thought I'd put together a vlog as usual to share my favorite and least favorite parts of my trip. I went with my parents to the two biggest cities in Vietnam, Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, also known as Saigon, and I had an amazing time. Everything was super clean, beautiful, and affordable. I highly recommend visiting Vietnam, but we did get off to a rough start. It's the first day and we forgot to get cash as we were leaving the airport, which is like the first thing you do. So we had to find an ATM. Luckily there was one across the street from us. This ATM just ate my debit card. No, I had to cancel my card. Finally got cash. This is $1 and those are 20 bucks. So I ordered a lemonade, but did they use tap water? Can I drink this? That was the worst. But my favorite thing in Vietnam that made Vietnam completely worth it, we did on our first full day. It's only our first full day in Hanoi, but Halong Bay is my favorite. We took a day cruise from Hanoi. You could see the shape of the mountain from far away, and it's so beautiful. We had a buffet of like tons of really good food. I don't know what's next, but we definitely still have to kayak and get in a boat, and then we're also gonna hike. So there's a lot of activities to do. There's a little hole, we're gonna kayak through it. We stopped in this little cove and got to explore a massive cave. I can't even tell you guys how big it is. It took 50 minutes to walk all the way through it. By far the biggest cave I've ever been in. Crazy. So beautiful. So beautiful. My parents and I talked a lot about how Vietnam just needs better marketing because how have I never heard of such a breathtaking place? It was surreal being there, just surrounded on all sides by these gorgeous mountains. On our second day, we explored Hanoi. It is so different. My parents kept saying it reminded them of China 40 years ago.
我们看到的就好像跟我在中国30年前、40年前，就在中国改革开放之前的样子一样，比较简单。
Everyone travels on motorbikes and eats at little tables out on the street. There's also not a lot of tourists and nobody speaks English, so I used a lot of hand gestures and Google Translate. I spoke only 3 phrases the entire time: Xin chào, Kam un, and Xin loi. But everything is so affordable. A 10-minute taxi ride costs $1. Street food is like $2, and a sit-down meal for 3 might be $10. Someone get compang? How was crossing the street? Okay, people say it's really chaotic, but we got used to it, like no problem. You just have to avoid cars, and the scooters will swerve around you, like that scene from Mulan. I thought it was fun and chaotic, especially to people watch with a cup of coffee. We even met Macaulay Culkin. Nighttime is a different experience too, with all the lights. Oh shit, the train is coming. We're out of things to do. Should we go look at the prison? We were literally almost about to go home, and then we came across this like concert. There was like a bunch of people dancing, and they had like different dance crews come up and dance, and it's part of like the Honda Thanks Day. I guess it's sponsored because Honda, because there's so many motorists and motorcycles. They put on a giant performance after too with so many singers that I think like everyone knew. It was a really cool experience to see like so many young people excited, and it was just like a free concert that we stumbled across. So the coffee here is actually really amazing. We first had egg coffee and also a coconut iced coffee at the train street. And I ate like the top layer of the egg foam. And then when I got to the bottom, it was actually quite strong. And I was like, oh, I don't know about this. But then the more I drank it, like I got used to it, and it's got like a rich, like chocolatey flavor. It's actually much better than America. Now we're trying salted coffee. The cafe culture is really great here. I think it's like influenced from the French when they occupied Vietnam. But yeah, it's so relaxing and nice here, just enjoying the view and the breeze. Okay, are you ready to talk about food? Everything I had that came from a street cart was amazing. It's so funny. The first time too, my mom saw it was just one lady cooking on the street and was like, what? We're eating here? But it ended up being the best chicken pho I've ever had anywhere. That broth is magic. Since then, I really trust these cooks out here, so catch us eating on the sidewalk any day. Obviously, we ate a lot of pho. Having it for breakfast too is really nice. Our hotel had unlimited pho for $4, and we took advantage of it. Banh mi, on the other hand, was disappointing the 2 times I had it. But besides the classics, we tried a variety of Vietnamese dishes I don't really see in the US, like bun cha. Obama famously came here and ate bun cha, which is grilled pork patties and noodle. I just didn't expect it to be so cold and tangy. We also tried cha ka and bun xiao, but I quickly learned that anything I try to wrap with rice paper is just not good. Mine was too ugly, so my dad thinks he can do it better. Too much sauce. And my mom saw both of us do it and said she could do better, so she's gonna try. Today's our first day in Ho Chi Minh City. The humidity is 80% and it's 80 degrees, so it feels very wet. I'm a little less excited about Ho Chi Minh City because there's less for tourists to do, but we are doing a bus tour to the Chu Chi tunnels. Only about 5 to 10% of the tunnels are still left. But these tunnels were used to fight the US in the Vietnam War. They're used by the Viet Cong and the Communist Party. And so today's all about political history and the guerrilla warfare. These are like bamboo pipes for oxygen because there's no oxygen underneath the tunnels.
Like this. Yeah, original is smaller. And when you close it, the door, it's very hot and humid. And you know, the cut of the tree right there. Yeah, that's the signal where we have the engine to go down tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
These tunnels are actually pretty big, but because they made it bigger, but it was even smaller. It's hot.
Hello, stay here. It's good. How was it?
Nice.
Yeah, lots of fun.
I like the kitchen or like the little area.
Right.
Nice
That's the
area.
bunker.
Bunker. This whole area you can hear lots of gunshots, and that's because there's a shooting range for you to try it out. I've never shot a gun before, so I thought I would give it a try.
Yeah.
We tried an AK-47 and also a machine gun. I'm not super sure, but it like kind of hurt my shoulder.
No. You have to understand. First one, you try AK, right?
Yeah,
AK,
the
this is
AK-6.
No, we did one magazine.
one. Yeah, you do magazine. That's right.
One magazine.
You do one magazine. That's it
Yeah.
for 2 people.
It was a weird feeling. Yeah.
都是 share 这个花 right?
What an incredible find. Again, there we saw the rehearsal of the opening ceremony to the World Tech Ball Championship. I didn't even know what tech ball is, but we saw some people practicing, and it's like a lighter soccer ball. The guy was really cool. He even played with my dad, but it's basically like a curved table, and you kick the ball and with anything except your arms and hands. And the table's curved because you can kind of like shoot it down to the ground. It's right next to the 7-story cafe apartments. We're now at a cafe, and we have a fantastic view of them practicing. Today is our second day in Saigon and our last day in Vietnam. Here we are at the post office. There's not too much to see in Saigon, but one of it is like the cathedral, and then also we're gonna go inside this, I guess, very beautiful post office that's like inspired by French architecture. And then, you know, we're gonna have a coffee. And oh, I'm really excited to get my nails done in Vietnam, so we're gonna do that today. I found this hat on the ground and I put my ribbon on it. But anyways, here we are at the presidential palace. This is where the president of South Vietnam would take his international affairs and meetings. all the glass you see is bulletproof because the first president was actually assassinated, so they wanted to make sure that, you know, the communist parties wouldn't attack them. And this is also where peace talks happened as well after the Vietnam War, where they became a unified communist country. I actually don't think I knew that Vietnam was a communist country, but they do have a lot of freedoms here, like they can, you know, use Google and Twitter, unlike China. You just can't talk about the politics. Speaking of China, that's where we're headed next, but I hope I convince you to add Vietnam to your Southeast Asia trip because it's a real fun place.